Hey guys, welcome to another episode of New Zealand's Biggest Gap Year. So about a couple of years ago, Laura and I decided to tackle 365 activities in only 365 days. It was an epic adventure, a massive challenge that brought us so many videos. And we're having a bit of a look back right now, and we're checking all those videos out, answering all the questions that we received the first time that we got those stories out in the world, and giving you a bit of an update. So today we are going to be exploring the amazing sand dune of the Whanganui area with a guy which is a crazy driver. It's going to be a lot of fun, and catch me up at the end of the video when I'm going to answer all your questions from last time. This morning we wake up at the 42B College House hostel and we head straight away for the Whanganui sand dunes. We were scratching our heads with Laura on what to do to explore the sand dune in a very fun way.
And how rough is it going to be? As rough as you want to make it, or as smooth as you want to make it.
Then we heard about this crazy guy that has a 4x4 and goes nuts in the sand dune, so Laura and I just couldn't resist. Believe it or not, Warwick is 70 years old and he still drives like a crazy man.
We're jumping into the Canem 4x4 off-roading truck with Warwick, and we are heading for the sand dunes on the back of Whanganui South Beach. And there's trails have already been made in the sand dunes which go up and down. There's flat sections with heaps of deep puddles. I'm having to lift up my feet as not to get totally splashed by them, and it's just a crazy ride from the get-go.
It's really like we are on the roller coaster in this 4x4 drive. The sand dunes are going everywhere, up, down, and there is small bump and huge bump, and Warwick is really not slowing down for any of them. He's literally jumping over some of them at some point. It's absolutely nuts. So we are pushed back left and right, and we're just trying to hang on to, well, the truck and the cameras, and it's just really crazy.
The vehicle that we're in right now is a Canem 4x4, and Warwick actually used to race these professionally back in his heyday. So Warwick stops us a few times to tell us about the fascinating history of the area, including some head trading that happened between the Maori tribes here and the European settlers.
So Warwick took the time to actually ask us multiple times if we were okay with speed and if that was not a problem for him to actually kind of speed up, right? And we told him that we were absolutely fine with it, but you'd think that there will be a few things like some massive drops or even a forest that will make him slow down, but no, he's just keep on speeding through the sand dune, and we really get to see the entire coastline within this hour and a half that we spent with Warwick. As we head toward the pine forests before making our way through it, there is the sun beaming through the trees. I mean, it feels like nature has put on a show for us. There is those beautiful sand dunes, there is all those, native grass, and there is one forest right in the middle that we can just pass through and just make our way, and it just looks absolutely amazing. And well, we get a little bit of time to embrace it, but as mentioned, Warwick just doesn't slow down. He also really loves his truck. He knows a lot of tricks with it, and he really likes to take a lot of freedom with it and try a lot of things. So every single time he's getting a chance, he's gonna go off-road and do some kind of nuts stuff. And well, we are in the truck, we are strapped in, so we have to get along with it. After a wee while, Warwick tells us that we're gonna head to a much flatter section, and to our surprise, that's literally right on the beach.
6 months ago,
Yeah.
this creek used to come out about 50 metres behind us.
Oh, whoa.
Now it's gradually, in the last 6 months, it's moved down. What will happen is that there'll be a big flood and it'll break through again and it'll come back up the slope.
Ah, that's cool.
So for a while now we've been doing heaps of obstacles over the sand dunes, but now we have a flat section of beach ahead, which means time to speed up. So we're really seeing how fast this thing can go, and we're just absolutely speeding down this flat beach in Whanganui. There's all this driftwood along the side, still a few obstacles to get over with the driftwood, but mainly this is about speed. He's even doing some donuts, which is going around in circles and like drifting around in the sand, flicking the sand up on the side. We're just having heaps of fun right now. I am getting absolutely covered in sand.
Oh my god. Nice. Cool.
Warwick is the coolest pensioner I know.
Alright, so after spending what felt like an hour speeding on the beach, it's time for us to turn around and make our way back toward the town of Whanganui. Warwick gives us a bit of a choice. He tells us that we can either head back to Whanganui through the beach or through the sand dune. So we tell him that we really like both of them, so he's kind of giving us a half and half. So we're speeding up along the beach for quite a wee while before hitting the sand dunes again, the forest again, and making our way toward Whanganui through a bit of a dirt road. It was an absolutely crazy way to explore the sand dune of the area. There is heaps to see here, and I feel like it would have taken us days to see that much.
Laura,
What?
what are you sitting on?
Well, there wasn't any seats. There wasn't any seats outside, so I found this ladder.
How comfortable are you?
My ass is in tatters right now.
So one of the main questions that people were asking about, that was about the availability of the tour. Some people were trying to book this tour, but they couldn't find it out anymore. So we found out that this tour is not available anymore and has been off the shelf for about a year right now. And you could see, like, the person that was running the tour, he's awesome, right? But he was a little bit older, so at some point you kind of have to hang your helmet back and just chill on your recliner more than just driving tourists like crazy around the sand dune. I mean, he did an amazing job, but at some point you need to rest. Another thing that people were talking about was about cheaper things to do around the Whanganui area, because Whanganui is a big student town. I don't know if you were aware of that, but New Zealand has a lot of world-class universities around the country. And Whanganui is one of the places where most students are. There is really a lot of students there. So yes, there are a lot of free and cheap things to do in Whanganui. We actually have a full article on nzpocketguide.com, which is our travel guide to New Zealand. It's all free for you to use. So you go on nzpocketguide.com. You have the link in the description of this video, and you will be able to find free and things to do things in Whanganui over there. So yeah, you'll have plenty of answers right here. I think we also have a video about that on this channel as well, because we take your questions really regularly. We sit down with you guys every Sunday at 8 a.m. New Zealand time, so it's usually on Saturday evening for you on your side of the world, and we hang out with you and we answer all your questions about traveling in New Zealand, so you may want to join that. And yeah, I think we did answer that not that long ago, so you can find this video on the channel as well. And on top of that, keep on watching, like subscribe and like and all those kind of things on the video, because first, it's nice for us, and second, we actually have a ton of video related to Whanganui coming up soon. So here you go. That's all the next few days of New Zealand's biggest gap year. So that should give you kind of a roundup idea on how to know what is free and cheap to do in Whanganui. And we also had some comments from other people. I think we had Anna that says, oh my god, no, wow, that's that I got to do. And then an official bucket list family as well that says, whoa, that looks like fun. And this guy is 70, crazy. Yep, he was 70, that was crazy, that's why he stopped doing the tour. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, guys. We'll see you during the next video for a little bit more sass. Bye bye.